everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing good. I hope your family members are safe and sound. I am back with another singing tutorial video of one of the most beautiful songs that we have heard in recent times. It is the song from the movie Brahmastra, beautifully composed by Pritam da, wonderfully written by Amitabh Bhattacharya ji, and of course the person who adds soul to all the song and lyrics, right? Wonderfully sung by none other than the one and only Arijith Singh ji. So before we go into the song, let's set up our Shruti. So I'll be teaching this song in the scale A. You can set this up in the Shruti box that you're using or even the apps that you're using. You can also use Tanpura Droid or iTabla Pro or whichever app that you are comfortable with. So let's quickly set up the scale and then start off with the tutorial. The most beautiful songs are the most simple ones actually. If you see this song Kesariya, you only have to learn 4 or 5 lines and the same tune repeats paragraph after paragraph. So it is going to be really easy for you, and it is not a tough song at all. It is a very easy song, and anyway we'll simplify it and learn it. Starting with the very first line. This song starts at the higher octave. The song starts from a very high note and then it comes down to a lower note and then again it goes back to the high note. That's how the song construct is. So the first word, mujhko, that actually starts in the upper octave. So now we have set up the scale at scale A, right? When you say scale A, your sa, right? The very first note that you learn in classical music, that starts like this. Sa. This is the lower sa. And the upper sa goes sa, sa. So our song Kesariya starts at the upper sa. Mujhko sa sa. So that's how our song is going to start. So now let's learn the first word of the song. The first word is mujhko, right? Let's split this word into mujhko. So our mu, actually first syllable of the song, mu, that is starting at sa, higher sa. Ko comes down. Now the jha acts as a bridge to connect the sa and the lower note, right? Mujhko. So if you had noticed jha, it starts at sa and it ends with ko. Mujhko. So that is our mujhko. But mujhko also has a lot of other things. Mujhko. So towards the end, there are few nuances that you have to add for mujhko. Mujhko, ko. The ko of the mujhko should be extended, right? Mujhko, we land there and we have to extend the same note for 3 counts. Ko. Then we'll have to add the nuance, which is oh. That again has 3 notes. So the first starts at the same place, oh, then the next comes down, oh, then the last comes further down, oh, oh. So that's how the note is. So now let's combine all these 3 bits. Mujhko, oh. So this is our mujhko. Once more, let's try it and sing it slow. Mujhko. Perfect. Now, next we have itna bataye koi. Itna bataye koi. So this is our itna bataye koi, right? So now we end ko. So generally if you end at a certain note, the next word will most probably start at the same place. So let's learn itna. Itna, itna. So if you see, itna has 5 notes to it. Itna, na. So E starts at the same syllable as that of ko, where we end ko, right? Mujhko. So the last note of that oh and the first letter of itna also starts at the same place. Mujhko itna. Then itna, if you see itna comes again from bottom to top. It goes itna, itna. So itna, itna. So that's how our itna forms, right? So now let's sing mujhko and itna. Mujhko itna, mujhko itna. So that is our mujhko and itna. Now if you see bataye koi, bataye koi. So when we split it like this, each and every syllable comes one note down. Bataye ko. So and finally the E again goes up and then comes down. So it is like Bataye koi. So if you notice, ba is in one place, and then from there it comes one step down and down and down, and koi it goes up again and then comes down again. Bataye koi. So this is our very first line. So now let's try and sing the whole line very slow. Mujhko itna bataye koi. So now we have learnt it very plain, but we should also try and sing it with the connect, right? You can't just sing bataye koi. You can't sing it like that, right? So you have to gel all the notes and try and give a smooth finish. So now let's see how to do that. For the very first line, let's learn it slow, but once you get a hold of it, you'll be able to do it by yourself and it will be very easy. So now let's sing one more time with just the plain notes, and then let's see how to gel the whole note. Mujhko itna bataye koi. So these are our notes. Now when you sing it with a connect, you don't start mujhe. You don't start it like that. Mujhe. So there is a push that you give over there to make it sound beautiful, right? Mujhe ko. And then on ko, you kind of soften your voice. You don't sing mujhe ko. You don't sing like that with full power. You soften your voice at ko, and then you again give power to your voice towards the end of the line. Mujhe ko. So this is how you give the dynamics to the song. Mujhe ko itna bata. So itna, while you sing itna, you soften the itna. Itna bataye, itna bataye. So you don't give your full power. Itna bataye. You don't sing like that. Itna bataye. Even the bataye is very soft and subtle. Now let's try and sing Mujhko itna bataye with the nuances that we learnt. Mujhko itna bataye koi. Perfect. If you see the second line, kaise tujhko dil na lagaye koi, the line goes exactly same as that of the first line with just one extra word, which is the kaise. Kaise, kaise, that stays at the lower note. Kaise. So ka starts at the lower note and then se goes one note higher. Kaise, kaise. Then again we sing it same way as the first line. Tujhe se. So here also tujhe se dil na lagaye koi. So it's exactly same. So now let's combine both the lines and sing it together in a slower tempo. Mujhko itna bataye koi, कैसे तुझसे दिल ना लगाए कोई. Perfect. Now the next two lines are very easy because it goes in a zigzag pattern. So you just have to learn three notes here, and the same goes up, same comes down, same goes up, same comes down. So it works like a zigzag pattern. So now let's focus on learning the first line, which is Rabba ne tujhko banane mein. Okay. So where do we end our previous line? Dil na lagaye koi. So we end there. Now the Rabba starts at the next note. Rabba ne. So Rabba, if you see, Rabba ne. Okay. Ne has two extra additional notes to that. Rabba ne, which we hold it as plain. So if you see the actual song, Rabba ne, we are extending that ne, right? So that's nothing but two extra notes which is at the same place. So Ra starts at a lower pace, then Ba goes to the next higher note, and Ne goes to the next higher note. So that's how Rabba goes. Rabba ne, and the two extra notes that we add, it's same in the position of A, Ne, right? And then finally we add Tujhko. So Tujhko, that will go further up. So the whole line will be Rabba ne Tujhko. So the whole thing goes straight up, okay? Rabba ne Tujhko. So this is our Rabba ne Tujhko. Now we have gone up. The next thing is to come down. Everything that goes up comes down, right? So Rabba ne Tujhko. Now banane comes down. Banane, banane. So this is our whole zigzag patterns style, okay? So if you learn this Rabbane Tujhko Banane, the entire next part of the line will be very easy. So well, let's try and learn that again. Rabbane Tujhko Banane. So you can see one going up and then coming down. So this kind of a circle you can see, right? Now if you go further in the line, Rabbane Tujhko Banane, we have learned till that. So May, if you see May, that is sung exactly same as Rabba. Rabbane Tujhko Banane May Kar Di. So Kar Di stays same as Tujhko. Tujhko Kar Di. These two are same, to be sung as same. Hai Husna, Hai Husna, that will be same as Banane. Banane hai husna. So that's how the entire line is made. So if you see, it is all a zigzag pattern. Rabbane tujhko banane mein kar di hai husn ki khali tijoriya. That's all it is. So it is all a zigzag pattern. So now let's try it one more time. Rabbane tujhko banane mein kar di hai husn ki khali tijoriya. That's all. So you have learnt half of the song, right? Now we are actually hitting each and every note, right? Like Rabbane. So we don't sing the song like that. So what we do, we just sing it plain. So instead of singing Rabbane, we just sing it Rabbane. So if you can count that ne in your mind, but you don't show it in your voice. Rabbane tujhko banane mein kar di hai husn ki khali tijoriya. So this is how we sing the song. There are few other nuances to this line, right? So now let's try and focus on that. Now we know how to sing the song with perfect notation, right? But let's try and sing the song with perfect notation and with the perfect dynamics. So when I say dynamics, it is the feel that we add to the song. So if you notice, Rabbane, it's not plain. There is a push given to ne, the syllable ne. Rabbane. So if you see, there is a small husky push. Rabbane. That's how the action singer sings, right? Rabbane, and you start grooving with that. So that kind of adds a nice vibe to the song, right? Rabbane tujhko banane mein. So everywhere there is a small husk and a push added to that song, right? So if you see, Rabbane tujhko banane, again in May there is a small husk and a push. तुझको बनाने में कर दी है हुस्न की खाली तिजोरिया. Yeah, again there is another push. If you add these dynamics, overall if you see, your song will sound much better. So now let's try and sing along with all these dynamics that from Rabbane. Rabbane tujhko banane mein कर दी है हुस्न की खाली तिजोरिया. Beautiful. Now, if you see the next set of lines, it also follows the same tune as that of Rabbane. Okay? You just have to take the tune of Rabbane, copy paste, and sing with these lyrics. Rabbane tujhko banane mein. So we just continue the same tune for the next verses also. काजल की सियाही से लिखी है तूने जाने, and we stop there. So where exactly we stop? If you see, if you compare it with the previous line, Rabbane tujhko banane mein kar di hai husn. We don't sing that key. We just stop there. So that's where, that is the stopping point. Okay. काजल की सियाही से लिखी है तूने जाने. That's it. We stop there. And finally, the last line of the para. कितनों की love story. This is our last line, right? So now where do we stop? है तूने जाने. We stop there. है तूने जाने. कितनों actually comes one step down from जाने. है तूने जाने. कितनों की, no and की stays at the same place. Love also stays at the same place. Story. If you see in that story, there is a small nuance. Story. Two notes, right? Story. One goes up and comes down. Story. And finally, ya has three notes. Ya. So ya, so the final two r's stays at the same place. Ya. Okay. And this is our final line. So now let's try and sing this last line slowly. Kitnon ki love story, and then see how it's going to sound. Kitnon ki love story, yeah. That's it. Let's sing it continuously. Kitnon ki love story, yeah. That's it. So with continuity, let's start singing from Kajal ki, right? Kajal ki, from that. And let's sing it in a slower pace. काजल की सियाही से लिखी है तूने जाने कितनों की love story. That's it. Now let's move on to the next verses, which is the main attraction of the song, which is the whole Kesariya Tera ishq hai piya. So let's try and learn this. Now Kesariya, where exactly it starts is from the same note where Kitnon ki love story ends. Kitnon ki love story Kesariya Tera. So if you see Kesariya, Kesariya Tera. This is how the notes are. Kesariya Tera. So Kesariya. So sari goes up, ya comes down, tera stays at the same place as that of K. Kesariya Tera. So that's how Kesariya is sung. Kesariya Tera. So even though it is a small, just one word, there are so many things to that word. Let's try and sing Kesariya, but with continuation from Kitnon Ki Love Storya, okay? Kitnon ki love storya, Kesariya Tera. Perfect. Now the next is Ishq Hai Piya. Ishq Hai Piya starts at the higher octave. Ishq hai piya, ishq hai. So ishq hai stays at the same note. Ishq hai pi. So P goes one step higher. Ya again comes down. And Ya also has a small run. Ishq hai pi ya. Ya. That is the plain one. But if you want to add much more nuances to that, Ishq hai pi ya. 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 If you want to sing plain, Kesariya Tera, Ishq hai piya. You can sing it like that. But if you want to add another nuance, you can also add Kesariya Tera, Ishq hai piya. Ya. So when you sing it fast, it will sound really beautiful. So in the original tempo, this is how it will sound. Kesariya Tera, Ishq hai piya. But if you see it, it might look so complicated, but if you break it down, it's very simple. I'll again sing it slow. Kesariya Tera, Ishq hai piya, Ishq hai piya. That's it. Coming to the next line, Rang jaun jo main. So if you see, Rang is at one note. Jaun comes a little down and then goes up. Jo main stays same as that of Rang. Okay. Rang jaun jo main. Rang jo main. So both are same. Jaun just comes a bit down. It's like a small down tour. So you just go down and then come up again. Rang jaun jo main. Right? So this is Rang jaun jo main. Then comes Haath lagaun. Haath la, haath la, haath. So haath, ha-a-th stays at the same note. La again goes one step up. Haath la. Then comes gaun. Haath la gaun. So gaun. So like how you sing, right? Kya main gana gaun. So it's same like that. Gaun. So singing the whole line together. Rang jaun jo main haath lagaun. That's it. So now let's sing Kesariya and the next line together. Kesariya Tera, Ishq hai piya. Rang jaun jo main haath lagaun. Then the next line again goes same as that of Kesariya. Kesariya Tera, din beete sara, Ishq hai piya. Teri fikr mein. So these two lines goes vibes the same way. Then comes Rang jaun jo main. So similarly, Rain sari teri. Okay. And finally, Haath lagaun, khair manaun. So if you compare and learn, it is very simple for you to understand. Right? So now let's sing the whole Kesariya Tera paragraph together, and then finally let's come and see how the beat pattern works for this. So starting in the very slow tempo. Kesariya Tera, Ishq hai piya. Rang jaun jo main haath lagaun. Din beete sara, teri fikr mein. Rain sari teri khair manaun. So that's our Kesariya. The tough part is done, right? Now the easy part. We know how to sing the song, but we should also learn how to sing with the tempo. there is a rhythm for the song, and we should also sing the song with the rhythm. If there is no rhythm, then the song will not sound as beautiful as it is, right? So, to learn the rhythm, if you had noticed, I had mentioned the song is set in 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 4x4 beat pattern, right? So your whole song should fit into this 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is how your whole song should groove, okay? But the very first line, very first note doesn't start at point number 1. It starts at 4. Say for example, 1, 2, 3. मुझको इतना बताए कोई. So this is how our song is going to go. It doesn't start at count 1, it starts at count 4. Okay? 1, 2, 3. मुझको. So if you had remembered, we had said, okay, we have to extend the ko for three beats. Ko. That's how we learned, right? So the reason why we had to learn that was your song should fit in the 1, 2, 3, 4 pattern. That is the reason we had learned that. Okay. So now let's try and sing the very first line in the beat pattern. 1, 2, 3. मुझको इतना बताए कोई. Perfect. Now in the next line, if it is going to be plain, it will be तुझको दिल ना लगाए कोई. Right? It will be like that. But there is also another word, kaise. So the kaise will start at note 3. So 1, 2, 3. मुझको इतना बताए कोई. 3, 4. 1, 2. कैसे तुझसे दिल ना लगाए कोई. If you noticed, I did not start kaise at note 4. I started it one note before, because kaise is an extra word compared to the previous line. So that is the reason kaise will start at note 3 and then tujhko will start at note 4. 1, 2. Kaise tujhse. Now if you see the verses that comes, Rabba ne tujhko banane mein, that verses, right? So that will start at again count 4. So the main thing to note here is all the major of all the words will start at count 4. If there are any additional words, that will go on to the previous count. Let's try and sing that. 1, 2, 3. Rabba ne tujhko banane mein कर दी है हुस्न की हाली तिजोरिया. काजल की सियाही से लिखी है तूने जाने कितनों की लव स्टोरिया. है तूने जाने. So है तूने जाने. This line stops there and you leave one beat and then take the कितनों की love स्टोरिया. So that's how the beat pattern goes. Okay. 1, 2, 3. काजल की सियाही से लिखी है तूने जाने. Leave one beat. कितनों की love storyया केसरिया तेरा. So that's how the song goes. So now let's try and sing Kajal ki till with the count. Okay. 1, 2, 3. काजल की सियाही से लिखी है तूने जाने कितनों की लव स्टोरिया. That's it. Kesariya, that also starts at every third count. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. केसरिया तेरा इश्क है पिया रंग जाऊं जो मैं हाथ लगाऊं. दिन बीते सारा तेरी फिक्र में रैन सारी तेरी खैर मनाऊं. Thank you so much for staying connected and singing along with me the most beautiful song of the year, Kesariya Tera. I enjoyed this so much to teach you this song, and I hope you enjoyed too while learning along with me. If you liked it, do like and share it with your friends, and do subscribe to my channel for more such contents. I'll try to be regular in my tutorial videos. If you have any tutorial suggestions, you can still post it in the comment sections below. And I hope you have a great day and a great week. Take care and keep singing, keep smiling, and do come back to watch the next video.